Hello students, I'm sure you must have watched my earlier video on desire to learn. In continuing this series on self-study, I'm presenting now the next video on preparation. As I believe that every student has a real desire to learn, I also believe that every teacher has a real desire to teach well. But in spite of this, we see many students struggling. And it is necessary to analyze as to why this happens. Let us take an example. Uh, we see that whenever a player is going to play in a tournament, he warms up. Then let it be a tennis game, soccer game, cricket, or athletics, any game. Why does he prepare? Why does he warm up? So that he can perform well in the actual tournament. Similarly, even better example is that of a farmer. He prepares his soil well by plowing it, by adding nutrients, by removing weeds well before he sows his seeds. Only then can he expect to get a good crop. It does not matter how hard he works after he sows. Unless he has prepared his soil well, he cannot expect a good crop. What do we learn from these examples? Preparation is the key to perform well, to get a better crop in case of a farmer. And what a student can learn? I believe that a teacher will be able to impart his knowledge to students only when the students are prepared to receive the knowledge. So the key is being prepared to accept the knowledge from the teacher. How do we do that? It is actually very simple. Students need to develop a habit of reading a lesson before it is taught in the school. Best time to this is start during the vacation if possible, or rather make it possible. And if you don't want all the subjects at a time, select one subject which you find difficult and read the lesson. While reading, I'm sure you will have many difficulties. There will be new words which you don't know. Take help of dictionary to find their meaning. There will be many new concepts introduced which you won't understand. However, you should keep on reading the lesson. There will be some concepts which you might have learned in previous years. Try to connect these concepts. Look at the graphs, look at the tables, look at the formulae if any, diagrams. Keep on reading the lesson before it is taught in the school. Take notes, that is very important. Taking your own notes is very important than trying to get ready-made notes from somebody else. Ready-made notes will make you only put an effort to remember what is written in them. But while you take your own notes, you are reading, you are understanding, you are writing, you are thinking, and that is what learning is. You will not make spelling mistakes if you have taken notes yourself. Otherwise, you will make simple spelling mistakes. So take notes. I will go on further, say that you go to the end of the lesson and try to answer the questions at the end of the text. For sure, many of the questions you may not be able to understand. But take pride in answering a few questions which now you have learned while you were reading. With this preparation, now see the situation when your teacher is teaching this lesson in the school. You immediately connect with what teacher is saying. You start understanding what teacher is saying, and therefore you start understanding the lesson. You also have an opportunity to talk to teacher with confidence and ask your queries if you have any. So this way your understanding of the lesson will improve. And of course, after this preparation and this learning from the teacher comes the next stage of how to revise and confirm your understanding, for which I am going to make separate videos. You may say you don't get time. Nobody has more than 24 hours in a day. How to get time? Is start early, not wasting time, make best use of available time, and therefore start doing it at say during vacation time to begin with. Then there are weekends. Then you can find half an hour to read the lesson. But the key is you reading the lesson and trying to understand it with your own efforts before it is taught in the school. I'm sure that within no time you will start gaining confidence in the subject. You will not be afraid of that subject. And that way your understanding of the subject will be much better than your previous way of studying. So this self-study technique of preparation ahead of time will always benefit you immensely. For any further queries, feel free to contact me on my email address sudhir@eternityguru.com or WhatsApp me on 738-745-7835. I'll be very glad to answer to your queries. Continuing our self-study series, the next part will be on how to revise regularly. Watch it and learn. Thank you very much.